Hello and welcome to the American Road Trip. Today we're going to head up US Route 101. It's a route that goes up from Los Angeles up the coast of California. It's actually one of the original highways in California. And we're going to be going to the Channel Islands, or actually Ventura, and we're going to be visiting the Ventura Maritime Museum, which actually is now the Channel Islands Maritime Museum. So we're going to go take a look. Come on with us and have some fun. Today, we are on our way to Ventura, California. We're going to visit Ventura County Maritime Museum. Now, this is a wonderful place, full of art, historic ships, rich in maritime history. And the area itself, Ventura, is also rich in history. Near Channel Islands, this area was developed in the 1950s and opened in 1965 by a fellow named Martin Smith. Nearby is Port Hueneme, which is the largest deepwater port from Los Angeles to San Francisco. Biggest import is automobiles. And so I'm very excited about taking a look at this place. So if you're ready, let's go. Hello everybody, here we are, and who might you be, sir?
I'm Bill Conroy, the Executive Director of the Ventura County Maritime Museum.
Now, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're going to see today? What kind of museum is this?
Okay. As we said, it's a maritime museum. Most of our artifacts have a maritime flavor. Our artwork, which is a fantastic collection of fine art, is mostly maritime art. And then we have a really large collection of model ships. Really finely built model ships. It's going to be impressive. When you see this, I think you'll be surprised at what you'll find inside this museum.
The first painting we see is very old.
It depicts the Dutch getting ready to go off from the Netherlands to the Indies to pick up spices and that sort of thing. It was painted in 1622.
That's a little while ago.
A while ago. This is Bonaventure Peters, very well-known Dutch artist of the time. Now, the interesting thing about this painting, which was done in 1645, is that it's painted on a piece of board. That board is over 350 years old. It's not cracked or warped. I couldn't do that in my garage with a piece of board.
Just the board is 350 years old.
The whole painting, yes.
That's incredible. As we move along, they all tell a story. Here's a painting that shows Peter the Great from Russia coming to the Netherlands. If you know the history, Peter the Great spent 2 years in the Netherlands and became a master carpenter, then went home to Russia and built a fleet of ships for the Russian Navy.
Here's an interesting thing.
Tell us about this one.
Here we have a painting that was originally painted in the late 1600s. It was done by Willem van der Velde the Younger, again a very famous Dutch artist. Now you notice there's two sections.
I did. I noticed that it's divided over there. There's a left side, and looks like that side a little dark.
Good point. Good point. Exactly. Now what happens is we're told that the left side of the painting was damaged in some way. We don't really know what that means. But another artist came along and repainted that section.
When he repainted the section, this painting was then 150 years old. So they assumed that it was probably darkened by age, or the varnish had yellowed, and he was trying to match what he was seeing in the painting. Since that, in recent times, it's been clean, and the color from each artist shows through, and that's why you see the difference.
These are prisoner of war models from the Napoleonic Wars. Now, the period that these were built in was 1790 to 1815.
They are approximately 200 years old. The story is, during the Napoleonic Wars, Britain was fighting France. The British had captured many French sailors, and they put them in the prisons in England. And at the prisons, the prisoners developed an industry to build model ships and sold them to the British people. They were very successful at it, as it turns out. Now you'll see that these model ships are white. They were made from bones. left over from their food. So some of them are made from beef bones, pork bones, and whatever they gave them to eat. So after they ate dinner, they made model ships.